Hello everyone, Chris Chavez here from ChavezCreative Company. Hope you're having a good day. So the fear talking in front of the camera is something that's real. It's as real as people being afraid of going to the dentist. And there are some tips and tricks that you have learned along the way, like picturing people in their underwear, things like that, to help you overcome being afraid in front of the camera, the stage fright. But in this video, we're going to talk about how Instagram can help you overcome that shyness in front of the camera. These tips are going to be in baby steps, so you're going to grow over time and learn as you go along. But before we dive into today's episode, guys, if this is your first time visiting my channel, greatly appreciate it if you hit that like, subscribe, notification bell, all that fun stuff. Smash that like so that I can continue doing videos like this for you guys. So when it comes to being shy in front of the camera, it all stemmed from where we started out. All of us started out when we're doing public speaking. Standing up in front of the class, standing up in front of your peers, talking about whatever subject, whatever assignment that was going on for that week. And it was just one of those things where, you know, you put the ums, the ohs, you kind of looked around, you just were uncomfortable. It makes sense. We've all been there, I've been there. And when we fast forward to today with social media marketing, with video marketing, the reason why we have that camera shyness, that stage fright, is because we are afraid of what other people will think of us. We're afraid of what other people, how other people will consume the things that we're trying to teach them. So a good example is, let's say you and I are grabbing a cup of coffee and I just simply ask you, hey Mike, what do you do for a living? You know, I haven't seen you in a while. What have you been up to? You're gonna feel more relaxed, a little bit more comfortable explaining what you're doing because we have that relationship. You can see me and it's just one person, right? It's this one-to-one connection. But when you step in front of that camera, you can't see the audience. You can't see how they are going to react to the content you're presenting them. And in turn, you start to self-doubt. You start to, you know, the imposter syndrome kicks in and you just doubt everything that you're saying and everything that you're doing. For me, it wasn't so much of the shyness in front of the camera, it was the content that I was presenting. What am I going to say? I wanted what I was creating to hold value, to help someone somewhere, somehow. And I wanted to craft something that was, you know, meaningful, not just random stuff to throw up on social media just to have it there. So as a new business owner, I would write things out, I would rehearse them, I would practice them, and then I would start hitting record and just keep repeating that process over and over again. And in turn, I got better and I understood each topic each week and how I can develop it. But it was baby steps, it took time. But for those who have the in front of the camera stage fright, soon as that lens cap pops off and that record button goes, you know, this is the meat and bones. This is what we're gonna get into today. And how does Instagram fit into all of this? Well, let's dive into it, shall we? So the reason why we're using Instagram is because Instagram has a lot of really neat tools involving video and how you can create videos and how you can upload them for your audience to see. And the 3 video tools that we're gonna use are Stories, Reels, and Instagram TV. And I wanted to use Instagram because I wanted you to familiarize yourself with social media marketing, more specifically, a platform to help you with your social media marketing. So let's break down Stories, Reels, and Instagram TV so you kind of know what you're getting into before we dive into the steps that'll help. So with Stories, you have about 15 seconds to record whatever it is that you want to record. With Reels, you have 15 seconds, or you can opt to do 30 seconds, so just a little bit longer video length for that one. And with Instagram TV, you have up to 15 minutes of video length. So you have a good assortment of time. You have a great little timeline, 15 seconds, 30 seconds, 15 minutes. So to start this exercise, you're gonna use Instagram Stories. And the topic for this one is, who are you and what is your business? So to get started, write something very simple. It doesn't have to be something complex. Literally write down just a little brief something about who you are and something brief about your business. And the reason why I want you to write something down first is because if you start to think about this like a script, the only thing your brain's going to think about is memorizing lines. You don't want to do that. You want this to be as natural and as personable as you can, so utilize what you wrote as just a little guideline. Once you have something written down, something that you know you want to say, rehearse it. Rehearse it as many times as you can, as many times as needed. Do it in front of a mirror, in front of a family member, a friend, whoever, just to make sure, you know, you feel comfortable saying the things that you need to say. Then when it's time to record, do the exact same thing. Just repeat it, but I want you to watch your video on each take. Every time you hit that record, every time you stop it, watch it. Because what that's going to do, it's going to show you how you're presenting yourself, and you're gonna notice little things that you do when you talk. Like for me, I talk with my hands. I'm Italian, that's what I do. But the more you watch, the more little things you're going to pluck out of it, and you're going to know what's going to work and what's not going to work. When you feel that you are comfortable enough with what you recorded, upload it. All these are baby steps. It's going to take time, but you're going to develop a really quick method once you get used to how the rhythm goes when it comes to recording something, especially on Instagram. Okay, so next exercise, we're going to use Reels. Now Reels, yet again, we're going to step up the time frame on this one. So we're going to go from 15 seconds to now 30 seconds, so you have a little bit longer of a time frame to record something. For this exercise, I want you to tell me what service or product you offer. Yet again, use the same steps that we did with the first video. Write something out, doesn't have to be too complex, rehearse it to do the exact same thing. But this time it's a little bit longer, it's about 30 seconds. So what you can do, add little things in there to make it more personable. You could put in little jokes, you can put in quotes. I mean, you have a little bit of more time to play with, so use the time that you have. And it's great that you have the experience with the first video, because now the only thing you really have to account for is a little bit longer of a time frame. So once you have the video that you think is perfect for your Reels, upload that baby out there to your audience. So now we reach the last exercise in this, which is Instagram TV. Now, like I said, with Instagram TV, it's 15 minutes, so it's gonna be a lot longer of a time for you to record something. And for this last exercise, I want you to give me a call to action. Provide me with a website, a social media handle, just ways that we can reach you or someone that is interested in what you offer can reach you. So with a longer time frame, how do you go from 15 seconds to 30 seconds to 15 minutes? How do you fill in those gaps? Let me give you an example. So when I do my call to actions at the end of my videos, I always kind of have the same kind of thing. Thank you so much for checking out my video. If you want more information about my business, what I offer, please check out my website and then you provide whatever it is you want to provide, the website, the social media handle, and then give a sign off. Give a memorable sign off at the end of this exercise. As important as a hook is at the beginning of your video, you have to have a good sign off as well. It's just as important. It's a yin and yang. And your sign off could be something that you say all the time in each video, or something that you want to say each time in a video, kind of like a tagline. So for me, and you've heard it, and you'll probably hear it again at the end of this video, I always say, guys, thank you so much for checking out my video, and until next time, I hope you have a productive, a positive, and a creative week. See you next time. Now, your business is a lot different than mine, so make sure your tagline, if you want to use a tagline, make it reflect what you offer, what your business is all about. And just like the other two videos, you can add little bits of personality in between your call to action. You can add a little joke, you can add a little extra trivia, something that is in the middle of these things to kind of fill in that gap. But don't fill in the time just for the sake of filling the time. Does that make sense? What I'm saying is you have 15 minutes. You don't have to use the whole 15 minutes. You can use 10, you can use 5. But if you choose to use the whole 15 minutes, use that time wisely. Think about how you're gonna fill in that time, those gaps. And guys, this is gonna be baby steps. It'll take time to develop the comfort level that you have in front of the camera and how to structure your video according to the time length. But the one thing I want you to have instilled in your brain is have fun with it. Be personable. I mean, whatever personality you have, let it drive you forward. Let it take over your message, because you're passionate about the things that you do. Show it. Show it. So let's do a quick recap of what we just covered. So the first topic was, who are you and what your business does? Second topic, what product or service does your business offer? Third and final topic, call to action. Give me some kind of call to action to close out your videos. And the platform, Instagram. You're going to use Stories, Reels, and Instagram TV. Remember the time limit, 15 seconds, 30 seconds, and 15 minutes. So remember, guys, practice what you're going to say first. Get all that down, then take off your lens cap or set up your phone, however you're going to film it. Because then you will understand the process in building a video, the process in social media marketing, and the tools within that social media marketing, aka Instagram. Go at your own pace. I believe in you guys. It'll take time, but I guarantee once you get used to this, it's going to be easy. It's going to be second nature. You're going to just crank out videos left and right. And thank you guys for checking out my video. I would greatly appreciate it if you would share this video with others that you think would benefit from this topic. And you know what I'm gonna say? Until next time, have a productive, creative, and positive week.